Hello everyone. In this video, we will see the final part, that is the fourth part of this chapter, sets from class 9 mathematics. The link of all the videos of previous part of this chapter is given in the description. Please check it out before watching this video. So, let's start. Number of elements in a set. Okay. Now see this set A, it has elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. The number of elements of this set A means we are counting the number of elements, means how many elements are there. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total there are how many elements? 8 elements. That is only we say it as number of elements of set. Okay. So how we will denote it? See, we denote it like this. We put a small n and inside a round bracket we put the name of the set, that is set A. Okay, this is, we call it as number of elements of set A, that is n of A, equal to how many elements we just now counted? 8 elements. Okay, so this is the number of elements of a set. Okay, number of elements in union and intersection of set. See this two set. Set A equal to set of elements 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and set B equal to set of elements 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay. Number of elements in A. How many elements are there in A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements are there. So number of elements in A equal to 5. Now number of elements in set B. How many elements are there in set B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elements are there. So number of elements in B is equal to, number of elements in B is equal to 6. Number of elements in A plus number of elements in B means we are adding these two elements. So how much it will be? 5 plus 6 equal to how much? 11. Okay. So if you are adding number of elements in A plus number of elements in B, we will get 11. 5 plus 6 is 11. So we will put this equation as equation number 1. Now what is A union B? The union of two sets. The union of two sets, I have explained it in detail in the previous video. So you can check it in the description or the I button. See, A union B means all elements of A and B we are writing. All elements of A and B we are writing without repeating the elements. Okay. First we have written all elements of A. Then we will write all elements of B. But see here, 6 and 12. The element 6 and 12 is already we have written in A, right? So we will not repeat the elements. That we have already written 6 and 12. So you will not repeat that. But we will write the remaining elements 18, 24, 30, 36. So these are the elements in the set A union B. Number of elements in A union B means we will count the number of elements. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 elements are there. So equal to 9. Now A intersection B. What is the set A intersection B? A intersection B means the common elements in A and B. What is the common elements? 6 is there in A. 6 is there in B. 12 is there in A. 12 is there in B. There are two common elements, right? 6 and 12. So A intersection B is 6 and 12. Number of elements in A intersection B. How many elements are there? 2 elements are there. 1 and 2. 2 elements are there. So number of elements, it is 2. Okay. Now see this carefully. See, in the equation 1, when we added the elements of A and B, we added the common elements 2 times, right? We added this element when we added this, in this the common elements we have added it 2 times. Okay. So what we will do, we will subtract the intersection. The common elements mean the elements in the intersection. So we will subtract this element 1 time from this equation 1. So what we are doing, number of elements of A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. So how much it is? Number of elements in A is 5 plus number of elements in B 6 minus number of elements in A intersection B is 2. So 5 plus 6, 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. So we have got here 9. Okay, now see this one, this value we have got how much? 9. And see this number of elements in A union B. See this also we have got 9, and number of elements in A plus this equation also we have got the value 9. That means this both are equal, right? 9 is what? 9 is equal to how much? Number of elements in A union B is also 9. Okay, so therefore number of elements in A union B is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. This is the very important formula in set. Okay, this is very useful in solving any word problems related to set. Now next we will see the same formula. We can also get it from Venn diagram. Okay, we will see it next. This is the same example which we saw just now. Okay, see number of elements. How many elements are there in A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements are there. Number of elements in B. How many elements are there in B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elements are there. Now we are adding these two. Okay, number of elements in A and number of elements in B. How much it will be? 5 plus 6, which is equal to 11. Okay, total how many elements are there? 11 elements are there. Now number of elements in A union B. A union B means A and B. We are counting all elements. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 elements are there in A union B. Number of elements in A intersection B. In the intersection, 2 elements are there. So, 2. See, now when we count the union, we are not repeating the elements in the intersection, right? But when we added here, in this, we are repeated this element. Yes, while counting A, we included this element also, and while counting B, we included this elements in the intersection. So what we will do in the we will subtract this element one time from this. Okay, we will subtract the element, the intersection element from this. So that only we have got this formula. Okay, if we have to take the union of the number of the elements in the union, means we have to add the elements in A, then add the elements in B, and minus subtract the elements in the intersection. Okay, so if we will put the values, we will get, see, number of elements in A is how much? 5. Number of elements in B, 6. 5 plus 6 is how much? 5 plus 6 is how much? 11. 11 minus number of elements in A intersection B, 2. 11 minus 2 is 9. So 9. Okay, that only we got. See, here we will get 9. The same we are getting it here. This is the very important. We will solve this question using the formula we have studied just now. We will solve this question. If number of elements in A equal to 15, number of elements in A union B is equal to 29, number of elements in A intersection B is equal to 7, then number of B is equal to question mark. Okay, we have to find the number of elements in set B. For solution of this question, we will write whatever it is given. We have written all the values which are given in the question, then to find number of elements in B. Now what is our formula? So we have written the formula which we have studied just now. Please remember this formula. It is a very important formula. Okay, so this is we will substitute the values, whatever it is given, we will substitute it. So what we will get? A union B, number of elements in A union B is equal to 29, equal to, now what is number of elements in A? 15 plus number of elements in B. It is not given, so we will keep it as it is, minus number of elements in A intersection B is 7. Now we will solve this. 29 equal to 15 minus 7 is 8. Okay, now this 8 we are bringing it this side of the equal to, means it, the sign will change. Okay, minus 8 is equal to, so 21 minus 8 is how much? 21 is equal to, so number of elements in B is equal to how much? 21. So we will write it final answer, therefore is equal to 21. Yes, it was very easy problem. Okay. Word problems based on set. Trick for solving word problems based on set. Now, see this important trick for solving this, very useful trick for solving word problems related to set. Whenever in word problems they are giving this A or B, if we have to find elements in A or elements in B, or if we have to find at least A or B, okay, at least one of A or B, if such words are given in the question, then what we will find? A union B. If in the question it is asked to find elements in A and B, elements in A and B, or it can also be asked to find both A and B. If such words are used, then what we will find? A intersection B, means the element should be there in A and also in B. Okay, both A and B means A intersection B. So this trick we should remember for solving the word problems. Okay. Now we will solve this word problem. See the question given in the red box. Question: in a competitive exam, 50 students passed in English, 60 students passed in mathematics, 40 students passed in both the subjects. None of them failed in both the subjects. Find the number of students who passed at least in one of the subjects. Okay, just by looking at this question, don't worry, don't get scared. It is very, very easy. Okay, just follow the steps. See, whenever we are solving any word problem, first we will write whatever it is given in a systematic way. Okay, from the question only we will write. First we will name the set. Okay, so here let E be the set of all students who passed in English. Okay, the students who all passed in English, we will name that set as E. Any name you can give, A, B, C, anything. I have named it E. And let M be the set of students who passed in mathematics. Okay, where M is the set of students who passed in mathematics. This is given from the question only. We are forming this sentence and writing, but just we are giving the name to the set. Okay, whatever name you are giving to the set, we should mention it. And then how many students passed in English? 50 students passed in English. It is given in question. So, and number of elements in E is 50. Now, how many students passed in mathematics? It is given in question, that is 60. So, number of elements in M is equal to 60. Number of students who passed in both the subject. Both means what? See here, both means what we have, what it is? Intersection. Okay. So, number of students who passed in both the subject means we have to find, we have given number of E intersection M who passed in both the subject. Okay, students, how many students? It is given in question. How many students passed in both the subject? 40 students. Okay, passed in both the subject means we have to take the intersection. Okay, see, it is given in question that none of the students failed in any subject. Okay, so all students passed. See, we have to find number of students who passed at least in one of the subject. At least in one means they have passed in English or mathematics or both. Anything is possible. Okay, or at least one means या तो वो इंग्लिश में पास हो सकते हैं या फिर मैथमेटिक्स या फिर दोनों में पास हो सकते हैं. ओके, सो एटलीस्ट इट इज गिवन मीन्स व्हाट वी हैव टू फाइंड हियर द नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स इन द यूनियन. ओके, if we find the number of elements in the union, we will get the number of students who passed in at least one, या तो English or mathematics or both. Okay, anything can be possible. or okay, anyone, कोई भी एक सब्जेक्ट में पास हो सकता है. Okay, so this is the formula we have studied just now. I have written the formula. Now we will substitute the values given from the question. We will solving it 50 plus 60 is 110. 110 minus 40. What is 110 minus 40? Equal to 70. Okay. So therefore 70 students passed at least in one of the subjects. We can solve the same example by using Venn diagram also. Let's see how. See, total how many students passed in English? 50 students. And total 60 students passed in mathematics. Now 40 students passed in both. Okay. Now how many students will be passing in only English? Means if we we have to subtract this 40 from this 50. Means how much we will get? 10. The total number of students who passed in mathematics is how much? 60. From that 60, if we subtract this 40, what we will get? The number of students who passed only in mathematics. Okay, we will get 20. 20 students passed only in mathematics. If we will take the union of this two set, union A union B means what? Students who passed in any one of the two subjects, then how we will find? We are adding all these elements, means 40 plus 10, 50 plus 10, 70. So is equal to 70. See, 10 plus 40 plus. So if we will add all this, we will get 70. That is number of elements in A union B. Okay. So this is how we can see this with the Venn diagram also. Now we will solve one more word problem. See the question. A survey was conducted to know the hobby of 220 students of class 9, out of which 130 students informed about their hobby as rock climbing and 180 students informed about their hobby as sky watching. There are 110 students who follow both the hobbies. Then, how many students do not have any of the two hobbies? How many of them follow the hobby of rock climbing only? How many students follow the hobby of sky watching only? So this solution, see, it is a very big question. We have to find three things. Okay, we will find it one by one. See the solution. First we will name the set. Okay, let A be the set of students who follow the hobby of rock climbing. Okay, and B be the set of students who follow the hobby of sky watching. So number of A means number of students who have the hobby of rock climbing. How many students? Number of elements in A equal to 130. So number of elements in B equal to number of students who follow both the hobbies. Both the hobbies. Number of students who follow both the hobbies means they have both the hobbies. They follow rock climbing also and they will follow sky watching also. It is the intersection. We have seen both and. Okay, so in this set we will have the students who follow both the hobbies. So how much it is given as? It is given as 110. Now total number of students. This is what, see, total how many students we are taking survey of. See this question. A survey was conducted to know the hobby of 220 students. Okay, so total number of students will be how much? 220. That is the universal set. Okay, this total number of students is what? Universal set. Okay, total number of students is 220. Okay, to find the number of students who do not follow any of the two hobbies. Who do not. Okay, do not is given, means they don't have any hobby. वो कोई भी hobby follow नहीं करते. So what we will do? First we will find the number of students who have at least one hobby. Okay, then we will subtract that number of students from the universal set. Okay, if we subtract that from the universal set, then we will get the number of students who do not have any hobbies. Okay, see, to find the number of students who do not have any hobby, what we will do? First we will find this number of elements in A union B. Means if we will find this, what we will get? You will get this number of students who have at least one hobby. Okay, at least one hobby we will get. That we will subtract from the universal set, number of elements in U. So first we will find the number of elements in A union B. Okay, we will write the formula. We have substituted the values from the question, whatever it is given, we have substituted. So this 200 students have at least one of the hobby. Okay, number of elements in A union B is 200. So this 200 students have at least one of the hobby. Okay, any one hobby they have. So to find number of students who do not have any hobby, we will subtract this 200 from the universal set. So that we will find number of elements in U minus this number of elements in A union B. Okay. So out of the survey was conducted for 220 students. Out of 220 students, 200 students have any hobby. Okay, they follow at least one hobby, and 20 students, if we minus, so 20 students do not have any hobby. Okay, 20 students do not follow any hobby. Now the second question is to find the number of students who follow the hobby of rock climbing only. So what we have taken set A as the students who follow rock climbing of the hobby. But here they have asked, they have the hobby of rock climbing only. Only is given. Means we have to find the number of students who have the hobby of rock climbing only. Okay, so how we will find? We will subtract the students, number of students who have both hobbies. Okay, who have hobbies rock climbing also and sky watching also. If we will subtract this number from the number of elements of A, then we will get the number of students who have hobby of rock climbing only. So the 20 students have the hobby of rock climbing only. Now the same way, see the second one. Find the number of students who have the hobby of sky watching only. Means what we will do? Now what we will do? We will subtract the intersection from the elements of set B. Set B means the number of students who have the hobby of sky watching. From that we will subtract the elements of. From that we will subtract the elements of A intersection B. Means the students who follow both the hobbies. If we subtract this from this, we will get the number of students who have the hobby of sky watching only. Okay, so 180 minus 110 equal to 70. 70 students have the hobby of only sky watching. They do not have any other hobby. They have a hobby of only sky watching only. Okay, 110 students have followed both the hobbies. So we are subtracting this 110 from both the set. Okay, then we will get students who have only rock climbing as their hobby, and if we subtract 110 from set B, we will get students who follow only sky watching as their hobby. Okay, so 20 students have only rock climbing as their hobby, and 70 students have only sky watching as their hobby. And see, union means we will add all the set, all this inside. So 100 plus 10 plus 20 is equal to 130 plus 70, that is 200. That 200 we are subtracting from the universal set. Okay, what we will get? 20. If we subtract this from the universal set, we will get 20. So 20 students do not have any hobby. So this is how we are doing this, showing this problem in the Venn diagram. With this we have completed this chapter. We will see again in a next video with a new chapter. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubt about this topic, please write it in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like and share it. Thank you.